You know, in the world of AI, the most powerful models are a lot like those high-end restaurants with a secret sauce. That recipe is completely locked away. But what if the best chefs in the world just decided to publish their entire cookbook for everyone to use? Well, that's pretty much what we're talking about today.
And this really gets to the heart of a major conflict in AI development right now. See, on one side, you've got these incredibly powerful models, but how they actually work, their training data, their methods, it's all a total black box.
So that begs a really important question, right? Is all this secrecy actually necessary for innovation, or does it end up holding the entire community back by hiding the very techniques that could push the whole field forward? Okay, let's just break this down. The proprietary or closed models, they're usually the ones with the top performance, but their inner workings are a complete mystery. Then you have open source models. They're transparent, they're community-driven, but historically, they've kind of struggled to keep up with their closed-door competitors. It's always been this trade-off between power and openness.
But what if you didn't have to choose? What if that trade-off was a false choice? Well, a new project has emerged to challenge that very idea, and it's aiming to give open source AI the state-of-the-art recipe it's been missing all along.
So meet Tulu 3. It's a family of models from the Allen Institute for AI, or AI2. And its mission is super simple, but also really ambitious, to completely open up the post-training playbook and give the entire open source community the tools to build models that can truly compete at the highest level.
And get this, to really prove its own point, the model itself generated this proverb. How perfect is that? It just perfectly captures the spirit of this whole project. It's not just about building a powerful AI. It's about sharing the knowledge of exactly how you do it.
Okay, so let's get into the how. How exactly did the team at AI2 pull this off? Well, they created what they call the Tulu 3 recipe, and it's a complete step-by-step guide to take a pretty good base AI and turn it into something absolutely extraordinary.
And you should think of it less like a single secret ingredient and more like a detailed, multi-stage cooking process. Every single step, from prepping the ingredients to the final presentation, is documented and shared with everyone.
So the recipe has 4 main stages. First up is data curation. This is all about finding the absolute best ingredients, the highest quality data you can get your hands on. Second, there's supervised fine-tuning, or SFT, which is basically where they teach the model by showing it thousands of great examples. Third is direct preference optimization, DPO, which refines the model's judgment by making it choose the better of 2 answers over and over again. And then finally, the real secret sauce, a brand new technique they call RLVR. So what on earth is RLVR? It stands for Reinforcement Learning with Verifiable Rewards. And this is the critical final step. See, unlike other methods that might reward good enough answers, RLVR only gives the model a reward if its answer can be proven to be 100% correct. This forces a whole new level of precision, and that is a total game changer for skills like math and coding, where there's just no room for error. And this really gets to the heart of the innovation here. Instead of rewarding answers that are just, pretty good, RLVR forces the model to aim for absolute, demonstrable correctness. This focus is one of the biggest reasons Tulu 3 performs as well as it does.
All right, so we've seen the recipe. But how did the final dish turn out? Let's take a look at how Tulu 3 actually stacks up against some of the biggest names in the entire industry.
The results from the research paper are, well, they're pretty striking. Tulu 3 doesn't just do better than other open-source models. It actually leapfrogs some of the really well-known closed models from major tech companies.
And what's really fascinating here is the direct comparison. Just look at this. The 70 billion parameter version of Tulu 3 is scoring higher than GPT-4o Mini and the instruction-tuned version of Llama 3.1 on key benchmarks. I mean, think about that. This is an open-source model built with a completely public recipe beating a top-tier proprietary model. That's huge.
This is so much more than just a new high score on a leaderboard. The release of Tulu 3 has massive implications for the entire future of AI development. So here's the crucial point. The Allen Institute for AI didn't just release a model. No, they released a complete open-source toolkit. We're talking the full recipe, all the model weights from every stage, all the code, the curated data, and even the evaluation tools. They literally gave away the entire cookbook, the whole shebang, and that empowers researchers and developers everywhere to reproduce, adapt, and build on their work.
This really feels like it could signal a new era for open-source AI.
It proves that transparency and top-tier performance don't have to be mutually exclusive. And it leaves us with one really exciting question. Now that the best recipes are open to everyone, what incredible new things is the community going to cook up next?
This is for entertainment purposes only.